Be blessed by the divine. May the Almighty force and our Guru protect us, guide us, lead us, support us day and night at all times, in all places, and in all our duties. Be blessed by the divine. Wonderful seeing you all today for this practice session. Today, I am going to invite a few people to come forward and solve the ABCD significance. I have taken 3 important case studies here. All the 3 case studies are very, very interesting case studies. So I need one volunteer who can work with me and practice this along with me. We need to predict when death could have happened for this person. If death was to happen, when would it happen? Yes, Sachin, please unmute yourself.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Let me open the template. All right. Where is the template? Okay, got it. Just a second, please. Okay, sir. All right, Sachin, shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The step number 1 in predicting death. Do you remember the steps? How do you predict how long will a person live?
Sir, I think we have to check the Maraka and Badaka Sthana.
No, wrong. First, you look at, very wrong. First, you look at the Lagna Baba,
Yes,
the
Lagna
first
Baba.
house. The first cusp begins in Cancer at 2858. The sublord is Saturn.
Saturn.
Remember, this is a birth chart of a person born on 30th of November 1982 at 11:12 p.m. in a city called Mandya, in a town called Mandya. All right. Now, Saturn is the sublord. Saturn is deposited in Chitra Nakshatra, in Mars star. Mars is owning the 4th house. And it says it is in the 5th house, but it is closely conjunct with the 6th house.
6th house, yeah.
Less than half a degree there. Okay, so therefore Mars is in the 6th house. So Lagna equals 6 and 4. So we will write that down. Lagna sublord, Saturn, star of the sublord, Mars. Mars is owning the 4th house, deposited in the 6th house. So how much is the lifespan? And who is the Bhadagastana? Where is the Lagna?
Lagna is in Cancer sign.
Cancer sign is what type of a sign? Chara, Stira, Upaya. Which sign is that? Movable, fixed, common. Which sign is Cancer? Chara Rasi. It is written very clearly here that Cancer is a movable sign. So Lagna sign is Cancer, which is a movable sign. Therefore, Bhadakasthana is 11. Is 11. There any connection to Maraka Bhadaka?
No.
No connection to 2 or 7. No
Yeah.
connection to
2 and 7.
11 also. No connection to 11 also. There's only 4 and 6.
Yeah.
Therefore, how much is the lifespan?
More than 66.
Long life.
Yeah.
More than 66
66.
years.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. Now let's come to predicting when the person will die. 11th house is the Badakasthana. Correct? 11th house is the main house. Matter
Yeah.
is about death we are predicting. 11th house we need to check, which is the Badakasthana. Who is the owner of the 11th house? Who is the owner of the 11th house?
Star Lord is Mars.
Sir, forget Star Lord,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah,
We
sorry.
want the
Yeah,
sign Lord, sir.
yeah, sign Lord is Gemini. Yeah, Mercury.
Sign is Gemini, my
Yeah,
friend.
Mercury.
The Lord of Gemini
Is
is
Mercury.
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 Okay,
Yeah.
done. So the level 4 significator or D significator is
Mercury.
Mercury. Now we need to find out who is in the star and sub conjunct with Mercury. First, let us look at the star. Which are all the planets in the star of Mercury? Now here is the table where the star lordship is seen. Where do you see Mercury? I see Mercury here. I see Mercury here. Okay.
Yes,
And I
yes.
also see Rahu in Mercury's sign. Rahu Ketu has a special rule. It will give the result of the sign also. Correct now?
Yeah, yeah.
So 3 planets are in the star and sign of Mercury.
Mercury.
So 3 planets are Mercury, Venus, and Rahu. Mercury,
Venus.
Venus, Rahu. In star or sign of Mercury. All right.
Yeah.
We will also check if there is any planet in the sub of Mercury. Here is the sublordship.
Yeah.
Do you see any planet in the sub of Mercury?
Yeah, Ketu is there.
Ketu is in the sub of Mercury. Clearly, that is written, and we know that. Great.
Yeah.
So let's go and write that down. Okay. Now, planet deposited in the
Main house.
main house, which is the 11th house. Is there any
Yeah.
planet deposited in the main house?
7th house deposited. Rahu.
Correct. Rahu is deposited in the 11th house. So Rahu becomes level 2 significator or B significator. Now we need to find out which planet is tenanting the star of Rahu or sub of Rahu or conjunct or aspected by Rahu. Let's look at this second section again. Is there any planet in the star of Rahu? Sachin? Any planet in the star of Rahu?
No.
Rahu itself is in the
Yeah,
star of
self is
Rahu.
Rahu, yeah. So Rahu is there.
Okay. And Rahu is aspected by Ketu.
Ketu.
So Ketu
Yeah.
also will give the result of
Rahu.
Rahu. So let's go back. and say Rahu, Ketu. Okay.
Yeah.
Done. So now we will calculate. What we shall calculate first. What is the year of birth for this person? Because he is not going to die before 66, correct?
Yeah.
Born, when was he born? 30th of November, 1982.
1982.
Born 30th November, 1982. So add 66, 1982 plus 66 equal to 2000. How much, sir?
2048.
48, November 30. Till then he cannot die.
Okay.
If at all he dies, it has to happen only after December 1st of 2048. First you find out which dasa will run after 2048. It is
Rahu.
Saturn dasa Rahu Bhukti. Now check
Yes.
if Saturn is a signifier of Badakasthana. Is it coming anywhere here?
No, it's not coming.
So skip that entire Mahadasa. He will not die during Saturn Mahadasa. Then we have to look at Mercury. Is Mercury a strong signifier of the... Mercury is a shorter signifier. It is a signifier at the level 2, level 3, level 4.
Yeah.
Okay. In general, level 3, level 4, we will not take that much seriously into consideration because of several reasons. Now, watch carefully here. Where is Mercury deposited? Mercury is deposited in Mercury's own star in the very closely conjunct with Venus. Clear?
Venus, yeah.
Venus and Mercury deposited in the fourth house, owning the 10th house. Venus is owning the 10th house. Okay. And Mercury itself is owning the 11th house. It is owning the 12th house. It is owning the 3rd house. Okay. Now here, 4 and 10 and 11 combination will not allow this person to die that very easily. Okay. 11, of course, is there as ownership, is a difficult house, Badakasthana, but it is closely conjunct with Venus, which is owning the 10th house. 10th house is in public limelight.
Yeah.
Okay. So he cannot die while he is in public limelight. He has to disappear from public. 9th house is disappearance. 12th house is disappearance. Yes, Mercury is owning the 12th house, but conjunction of Venus will prevent death. Severe difficulty will be seen during this period. Maybe disease will come. Treatment because of 4 and 12, he will be house arrested kind of a situation. All that will be there. Difficulties will be seen. But death is very unlikely during Mercury Dasa. So then we move on to the next one. After Mercury comes Ketu. Is Ketu a strong significator of death?
Yes, level 1.
Level 1 significator. So Ketu, check Ketu, where Ketu is in. Ketu is deposited in the 5th house, in Ketu's own star, in Jupiter's sign, etc. And but is aspected by Rahu from the 11th house, and Ketu itself is in the star of Ketu, which means it is aspected by Rahu in the sub of Mercury, another significator. All right.
Yeah.
Done. So Ketu Dasa will be a dangerous Dasa for this person. Okay, done. Now that we have calculated that, we need to calculate the Bhukti. Go back to the template once again. Now this time, we will do it in this column here. Another column we will take. This time we will take 2, 7. Hold on a second. Let me just make sure that increase the font size for you so that you can see everything clearly. So we want to take the second house and the seventh house. Both are Marakastanas. Okay. Again, we go through the level D, level C, level CA, level B. We go through the same thing. Let's first look at the second house. Who is the owner of the second house? Second house is in Leo. Who is the sign Lord Sachin?
Sun.
Sun. Sun is the sign Lord. Who is in the star of Sun or sub of Sun? We need to check. Any planet in the star and sub of Sun?
Saturn.
Mars is in the star of Sun.
Yeah.
There is
Mars.
no planet in the sub of Sun. Okay. Mars is in the star of Sun. Mars alone will be the level 3 significator of Marakasthana. Now, which planet is deposited in the second house? Is there any planet deposited in the second house?
No.
No planet. Therefore, there is no level 3, level 2 or level 1 significator. No. No. Then, seventh house. We will check the seventh house. Second house is also the Marakasthana. Seventh house is in Capricorn. Okay. So Capricorn is owned by Saturn. So Saturn is the significator of level 4 of Marakasthana. So we will write that down. Saturn. Okay. Let me center justify this so that it's easy for you to follow all of this. Okay. Now, any planet in the star and sub or conjunct with Saturn, we need to check. Any planet in the star of Saturn?
Star of Saturn is Sun.
Sun is in the star of Saturn. Any planet in the sub of Saturn?
Rahu.
Rahu. Okay. So we write down Sun and Rahu as the level 3 significator. Then any planet deposited in the seventh house. Any planet deposited in the seventh house?
No.
No, right?
Yeah.
Therefore, there is no other planet signifying level 2, level 1 significator is not there. Okay, now we have to arrive at which planet will represent the second and the seventh house predominantly. Any
Sun.
planet we can check? Correct. Okay, Sun is a very strong significator. We've already taken Ketu Dasa, signifying the Marakasthana, Badakasthana. Now, the second signification we have taken as Sun, Maraka. So, Ketu Mahadasa, Sun Bhukti, starting on the 7th of November 2070, ending 14th March 2071 is when the death is very likely to happen for this person. Matter over. Clear, Sachin?
Yeah.
Any doubts?
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. Wonderful. Job well done. Good. To know that you began this entire journey with me just 8 days ago is very surprising, no? You have come to this level so quickly, Sachin. Good job. Well done. Okay. Who wants to solve the next case study with me? Any volunteer? Himanshu, please unmute yourself.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Come, sir.
Yes.
Again, the same. We want to predict death.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, sir. So,
Where do we begin?
sir, we will start with the first house,
Okay.
Lagna,
Lagna. Very nice.
and so Lagna is in
Libra, which is
Libra
a
or Chara Rashi. So the Badaka will be 2, 7, 11.
11th house. But
11.
we are interested in
Sublord, Saturn.
Lord is Saturn. Sublord Saturn is in.
Correct. Retrograde. And it
Forget
is
about
in.
retrogradation. In the birth chart, we
Sorry.
don't see retrogradation. No.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Shravana
Yes.
Nakshatra owned by
Moon.
Moon is deposited in which house?
So 7th house.
7th house is Marakasthana, owning the
Yes,
10th
sir.
house. Okay.
The 10th.
So how
Yes, sir.
old will the person live?
Sir, it will be between 33 to 66.
Correct. Saturn in Moon star. Moon owning, Moon deposited in the 7th house, owning the 10th house. Maraka, but no Badaka.
Badak.
Therefore, 33 to 66 years. Well done. Now let's go fill up all of this that is necessary for us to predict the exact Mahadasa, Bhukti, etc. All right, let me delete all of this. None of this is required. Okay.
Sir, in this case, I mean, this since it's a death case and nobody will come to us to ask this, but let's say somebody comes and say that if uh, just in this case, so we do should we take a horary or we should just refuse the
Anything.
person?
Horary is always the best.
Okay. Because I
Okay.
thought, there is, sorry. Yes, sir, continue.
Horary is 100% always the best in every case.
Okay. Yeah, because, sir, it
Okay.
is the rarest case, when anyone comes to us and he wants to know his date of death or something like that.
Sir, you don't need to explain, sir. You have
Yeah.
asked a very beautiful question and I have answered it very clearly. No need for further discussion on this.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Yeah.
Next step, we will go for solving this problem, sir. What is the next step for solving? Finding Mahadasa. Significator we need to find, right?
Yes, sir.
Which significator we first find?
Sir, Mahadasha, the main house is 11th.
Significator. Correct. So what is the first step in finding level 4 significator? How do we find?
By looking at the owner of the main house, that is the 11th house.
Who is the owner of the 11th house in this chart? Owner is Libra. Libra is owned by
Sir, it is Libra or it is this first house?
Libra is Lagna. Sorry, 11th house is Leo.
Yes.
Thank you. Leo is owned by
Sun.
Sun is level 4 significator. Next step,
We need to check the sun star.
which planet, not sun star,
Okay.
which planet in the star of sun and the
Sun.
sub of sun?
Okay.
Tell me first star of sun, which planet in the star of sun?
Sir, there is no one except the sun only.
Sun is in the star of sun. Any
Yes,
planet
but
in the sub of sun?
sir, Venus.
Venus is in the sub of sun.
Sun.
Any planet conjunct with sun? No.
No.
So sun and Venus represent the level 3 significator. Then planet deposited in the which house?
Main house. 11th house.
Which planet? 11th house. Which planets are deposited in the 11th house?
Sir, the sun will be there in the 11th house because it is very far from the 12th house.
Correct.
And do we consider Mercury as well?
You tell me.
Sir, because it is within 3 degree 20 minutes of the 12th house.
So therefore,
It won't be in the 11th house.
correct. So we will delete this. This is not required for us.
But
Okay.
there's a table, table shows that Mercury is deposited in the 11th house.
I will give you the telephone number of the person who wrote the software. Please call him, sir.
Sure, sir.
I did not create this software. Anyway, it's a bug in the software. So sun alone is deposited in the 11th house. So now we need to find, once again, you already found no.
Yes, sir.
Sun and Venus.
No.
Okay, Sun, Venus, both are very strong significator of the death for this
death.
person. Correct. Now, which year was he born?
Oh,
1962.
62.
Now, you're going to be in serious trouble, okay? I will warn you now itself. 1962 born plus 33, correct?
33. Yes, sir.
Equal
It will be
to
1995.
95. So we have to pick either Sun Mahadasa or Venus Mahadasa before 66. Before 66, correct?
Why, sir?
Sir, he will only live up to 66. You only told me, sir. Then you are asking why you only told me. You only told me. I didn't tell
I was
you.
getting confused in the year and that the birth. Sorry, sir. Sorry.
Sir, the death has to happen. 66 you add, sir. 1962 plus 66.
No, I was confused in this. Okay.
Wait, sir. Add 1962 to 66, sir.
That will be 28.
2020. So death must occur between 1995 and 2028. So we have to find a Mahadasa between 1995 and 2025. There are only two Mahadasa possible for death, Sun and Venus. So is Sun and Venus coming before 2028 is the question.
Okay.
Is it coming? Here is the Dasa Bhukti, Dasa law, Dasa Mahadasa list.
Sir, neither Venus and neither Sun is not coming.
Venus is coming 2025. Sun is coming 2075 to 81. So what do we do, sir?
uh, sir, we check
Beautiful
the
case study, no?
sir, we check the sublord of the Lagna house.
Okay,
That
that's what we
is,
checked, no?
and
Saturn.
yeah, because if the star lord, sorry, if the star is not giving, then we will go with the sublord.
Okay.
So, but Saturn is also coming up. Okay, it is within the period. It is
No,
in
why are you
2012.
looking at Lagna sublord as the Mahadasa lord? Is Saturn a strong significator of death? That is the question you have to answer first.
Yes.
It is not, because it is not Mahadas, it is not the Badagastana significator. It is not level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4 significator. Only Sun and Moon are coming.
Okay.
Okay. So now let me teach you, in this case, in this rare event, when the Badagastana activation happens beyond 66 years, maximum lifespan of a person, then you go with a strong significator of the Marakasthana. Okay. Now, Marakasthana is 2 and 7. Interestingly, both 2 and 7 are signified by Mars deposited in the 12th house. 12th house is also disappearance, end of life. Okay. Which will also denote or support Badakasthana. Badakasthana and the 12th house are the two most important houses. Sorry, Mercury is in the 12th house. Sorry, I made a mistake. Where is Mars? Mars is in the 9th house. 9th house is okay. 9th house is disappearance from public life. So it can definitely denote death. 2-7 particularly will activate the Marakasthana. So Mars is a very strong significator of the Marakasthana. So now we need to find out any star or sub in the Mars.
Mars.
Is there any star? Any planet in the
Sir,
star of Mars?
we have Mercury.
Mercury in the star of Mars. Any planet in the sub of Mars?
Sir, we have Saturn.
Saturn in the sub of Mars. Now, between the two, any planet deposited in the 7th house or the 2nd house? No planet in the 2nd house, but there is a planet Moon in the 7th house. Okay, Moon itself is in the Moon's own star. Saturn is in the Moon star. Then Ketu is in Moon star. So there are 4 planets in Moon Mars combination, out of which Saturn is in the star of Moon, in the sub of Venus. As you can see, in the star of Moon, sub of Venus. Sorry, Mars, sub of Mars. I'm so sorry, not Venus, Mars. Saturn is in the star of Moon and the sub of Mars. Mars is owning the 7th house, 2nd house. Moon deposited in the 7th house. Therefore, Saturn becomes a super strong significator of death. Now, interestingly, there are 2 more planets that can give death. Ketu conjunct with Saturn, Rahu aspected by Saturn can also denote death. Okay, sir? All right.
Okay.
So, Maraka, why am I writing here? I can go to the template and write no. Let's write down. Let's go through the 2nd house and the 7th house. 2nd house owned, 2nd and 4th, both owned by Mars. 2 and 7 owned by Mars. Any planet in the star of Mars, Himanshu, did you write down? Mercury and
uh, Moon.
Mercury. Moon is in Moon's own star. Mercury is in Mars star, and Saturn is in Mars
Saturn.
sub. Mercury, Saturn. Mercury, Saturn. Moon, no planet in the second house, therefore no planet in the star of a planet in the second house. But Moon is in the seventh house, and we find Saturn in the star of Moon. Moon itself is in the star of Moon. Then Rahu or Ketu, which one? Ketu, no? Ketu
Yes.
in the star of Moon. Then sub, no planet in the sub of Moon. So Saturn, Moon, Ketu, and therefore Rahu. Therefore Rahu. Clear? Because Saturn and Ketu aspect Rahu. So Saturn, Moon, Ketu, Rahu, out of which Saturn we find is a super strong significator. Okay? All right. How long will this person live, we said?
Between 30 to 66. So that means
What year to what
Fif-
year? 1995 to 2028.
28. Yes.
Okay. Now Jupiter is coming after 1996. Jupiter cannot cause death because it's neither signifying Marakasthana nor is it signifying Badakasthana. So ruled out,
Yes.
correct?
Yes, sir.
Then comes Saturn.
Saturn.
All right. Now
Yes,
in Saturn, we have to take Badakasthana. Sun and Venus are the two sthanas. Venus
sir.
comes first.
I think
Right?
Ketu will
Venus
come
comes
first.
first. So between, yeah, but Ketu is not a significator of Badakasthana, my friend.
Okay.
We need Maraka
Yes.
Badaka.
Okay, sir.
Okay, understood? Sir, we
Yes, sir.
took Saturn as the Marakasthana activator. So then either Saturn, either Sun or Venus will give the result of Badakasthana. Combination has to happen, no?
Yes, sir.
In Margasthana activation, because this person has to die, is destined to die before 2028, there will be no Sun Dasa, there will be no Venus Dasa before 2028. We have moved on. And we are considering Saturn, which only activates the Marakasthana, which is a very strong significator of Marakasthana. But once the Marakasthana is activated, then this is an exception. In general, we will only take a planet Mahadasa of Badakasthana only. Level 1 significator of Badakasthana only we will take. But here we are taking an exception because the person cannot die, okay, after 2028 and Sun Dasa, Venus Dasa coming way beyond. Okay, way beyond 66 years. So we cannot take those two into consideration. Hence, we have taken the Marakasthana level A significator, Saturn into consideration. In that, we have to take Badakasthana, Venus into consideration. Between 23rd of January 2019 to 24th of March 2022, the person will die. Even in that, we can take Sun. Okay, and even in that, after that, Rahu Ketu, whichever is coming first. Okay, which is coming first in that, Rahu is coming first. Or even Moon. Moon is also a very strong significator, is deposited in the Moon's own star. And in the sub of Rahu activating the Saturn combination. So Saturn Mahadasa, Venus Antardasa, Sun Pratyantardasa, Moon Sukshma between 6/8/2019 to 11/8/2019, the person will complete his life. Lovely. Thank you very much, Himanshu. Any doubts?
Sir, I just have this one query in this. We took 2, 7, and 9.
Mhm.
Uh, shouldn't we take 2, 7, 11 here?
We didn't take 279. When did we take 279? We took only 11. Sir,
Okay.
when did we take 279, sir? See, sir, I've written clearly, sir. Where is
Okay.
9, sir? We have not taken 9 at all, sir. We've taken only 11.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Clear, sir. Clear. Yes, sir.
Lovely. So who wants to solve the third case study? Any volunteer? Santosh Shetty, please unmute yourself, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Case study number 3.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, sir.
First,
Where
we
do
need to
begin, sir?
check the Lagna sublot so we can calculate the age. Lagna sublot.
Correct.
Yes, sir. Lagna sublot is Saturn.
Lagna sublot is Saturn. Once again, all the 3 case studies, Saturn is coming, no?
Yes,
Saturn.
sir. Saturn deposited in 10th house.
Forget that. Don't
Yeah,
even
sir.
notice that.
Star Lord is Saturn.
Star Lord is Saturn. That's all we are interested in.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Saturn is in
10th house.
Saturn
Once
is in the
first
10th
and
house.
second house. Yeah. Once
Owns
first
the
and second.
first and the second house.
Second house. So you got Maraka house.
Marka houses.
So it's between 32 to 66 years.
Okay. Lagna sublord Saturn in Saturn's own star. 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 11, sir. Are you sure it is 10th house or 11th house?
11th house. Sorry. Yeah.
Correct? Ah?
Yes, sir. 11th house. Yeah.
11th house. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. For the benefit of everyone, we will fill up the template so that it is easy. Lagna sublord Saturn in Saturn's own star signifying 1, 2, and 11. So, sir, connection with Maraka
And Badaka.
and Baraka. Okay, Badaka. Maraka plus Badaka. Therefore, age
It's below 33 years.
below 33. Now, this is a beautiful case study because you need to predict when the event would have taken place. He was born on
1989 should be
1956. Where
Yes,
you are
sir.
going?
No,
1989.
1990 is the 33 years he will get. So that should be end of the year.
Maximum age is 33.
Maximum. Yes, sir. Maximum age is 33.
Maximum age is 33. Okay, not minimum age. Please understand that very clearly.
Okay, sir.
So now, significator, we will go 1956 born.
Yes, sir.
So we will write that down. 1956
Plus
born
33.
plus 33 is 1989 maximum age. We'll get rid of everything here. We'll get rid of everything in this also so that we start fresh. Again, the 11th house is the Badakasthana, owner of the main house. Tell me, sir.
Venus. Sorry, Mars.
Ayush.
Mars. Yes, sir. Mars. And what are
11th
the
house
planets in
owned by Vrichika Rasi,
Sir.
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Okay. And Scorpio is owned by Mars. So Mars is a level 4 significator. Then which planet is in Mars star?
Sun. Sun is in the star of Mars.
Sun is
Yes, sir.
in the star of Mars.
Mars.
And Rahu is in the sign of Mars.
Mars.
Rahu will give the benefit of Mars house. So Sun and Mars, any house, any planet in the sub
Yes, sir.
of
No,
Mars?
sir. No, sir. No planet.
Sun and
Rahu.
Rahu. Planet deposited in the 11th house.
So Here we have Saturn and Rahu, Mars.
Saturn, Rahu, Mars
Yes, sir.
deposited in the
11th
11th house. Saturn, Rahu, Mars deposited in the 11th house.
House.
Now, any planet in the
Star of
star of Saturn. We
Saturn.
know Saturn is there, and Rahu is there in the star of in the sign of Mars, and Sun is there in the star of Mars. We have to check if there is any other planet in Saturn's star. Venus.
Venus and okay, Venus, yes, sir.
Venus. Then
We need to check the sub also.
Saturn sub.
Saturn sub. No.
Anything
Venus
in
sub.
Rahu's star.
Yes, Rahu star.
Rahu
sir.
sub. Moon.
We have moon. We have moon.
Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
So, which is the strongest planet amongst these five? Saturn, Rahu, Sun, Venus, Moon.
Saturn, sir. Saturn, Rahu, and Mars. Three are strong.
Sir.
Saturn, Rahu, and Mars, because
Wake up, sir. We have already written level A significator. There is no Mars in that.
sorry, yes.
Why
Saturn,
you are
sir.
saying Mars?
Saturn and Rahu, sir.
Saturn, Rahu, Sun, Venus, Moon.
Moon,
Which
yes,
is
sir.
the strongest, sir?
Saturn, sir.
Why do you say Saturn is the strongest?
Because it's deposited in 11th house, sir.
Okay. When
Rahu
will
is also-
Saturn Mahadasa come?
Saturn, okay, 2011. So we need
When
to
should
take
he die? Maximum age? 19?
1889. So we
So
should take
Saturn is
Rahu.
ruled out.
Rahu,
Okay.
sir. We should take Rahu.
Rahu is in 1977. Rahu is in which star?
Rahu is in the star of Mercury.
Mercury is owning which houses?
6 and 9.
6 and 9. Which is the house in which Mercury is deposited?
First house, sir.
First house. Disease will come.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 1 and 6 are negating 2 and 7.
Yes, sir.
It's completely negating the Maraka.
Okay, yeah.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Death cannot happen during Rahu Dasa.
Rahu, yes, sir.
So that's ruled out. So we need to come down to the remaining two dasas, which is Venus and Sun.
Sun, Venus, and Sun.
Moon. Sun, Venus, Moon.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now tell me, among Sun, Venus, Moon, which one will come? Venus is what year it is coming?
Venus, 2000. Yes, sir. It can have. Oh no, 2054. Very long. It's
Very long.
Very
Okay, he
long.
will be all 98 years old by
sir.
Venus Dasa. So that's ruled out.
Yes, sir.
So Sun or Moon only it can come.
It should only happen in Sun or Moon. Yes, sir.
Sun or Moon. So between the two, we need to figure out which is the most powerful.
I think it's Sun, sir, because it's in second house.
Absolutely. Sun is in the second house in the star of Mars.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And
Yes, sir.
in this sign or in this sub of Moon, Moon is owning the seventh house.
Yes, sir.
Whereas Moon is in the star of Sun only, sub
Yes.
of Rahu.
Sub of Rahu. Okay,
we
got a
know
connection.
star is more powerful than sub
Yes, sir.
in giving result. So the Badakasthana is Sun itself.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Again, we just now calculated that Sun is a super strong significator of the second house and the seventh house.
House. Yes, sir.
Correct? Ah?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Done.
Yes, sir.
So this child was born on Sun Mahadasa. Under that, we can go through second and 7 also, just to be sure, so that we can understand why we are taking shortcut. Okay, we will take the second house.
Yes, sir.
Which planet owns the second house?
I need to see, sir. I forgot. A lot of things. Yeah, second house. It's okay. It's Aquarius.
Aquarius
Saturn.
is owned by
Saturn, sir.
Saturn. Planet in the star of Saturn,
Saturn itself.
Saturn itself, and Venus.
Yes, sir. Venus.
No planet in the sub of Saturn. Which planet is deposited in the second house?
Second house. Sun, sir. Sun is deposited.
Sun is deposited in the second house. Which
House.
planet in the star and sub of Sun?
Star and support. Sun, Moon, Mercury,
Moon, Mercury, Jupiter,
Jupiter.
Venus.
Yes.
Correcta?
Venus.
Ketu.
Yes, sir. Venus, no, sir. Venus, you
Sir,
can't
Venus
say.
is in the sub of. Sorry, Venus is not in the sub. Correct, sir. You're right. We will mark it here so that it's easy for everyone to understand. Sun is the star lord of Moon. So Moon is a significator of second house. And Mercury in the star of Sun.
Sun.
All right.
Yes, sir. And we have
Then
Jupiter. Yes.
Jupiter in the sub of Sun. Moon, Mercury, Jupiter.
Moon, Mercury, Jupiter. Yes, sir.
Seventh house.
Moon, sir.
Who is the owner?
Moon, sir. Moon is the owner of seventh house. I think it's Cancer, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, correct. You're right. Any
Yeah.
planet in Moon star?
Okay, I need to see, sir. I forgot. I think there is a planet Saturn.
Ketu.
Ketu. Yes, sir. Ketu.
Ketu
No, sir.
is in Moon star.
And Sun is in the sub of Moon. Yeah.
Sun is in the sub of Moon.
Yes, sir. So we are getting Sun as a strong connection here.
Yeah. See that?
Yes, sir.
Sun and Ketu. Any planet deposited in the seventh house?
No, sir. It's empty.
Think again.
Seventh house. Jupiter. Okay, but Jupiter. Yes, sir. Jupiter.
Jupiter is at 3 degrees,
Degrees,
01 degree
1 degree.
minute. At this location, it is 3 degree, 53 degree minutes away from the 8th house.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, Jupiter is also a strong significator of the 7th house.
7th house.
Any planet in the star and sub of Jupiter.
Yes, sir.
Venus
Venus.
in the sub of Jupiter. No other planet in the star
other
of
planet.
Jupiter. Okay,
Sir.
but Sun is aspected by Jupiter.
Yes, sir.
6.4 degree, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So Sun also we need to consider. Sun and Venus we will consider.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Jupiter, Sun, Venus. Okay. Now we will come to a conclusion as to which is the most likely activator of the Badagastana, Marakastana.
Marakasthana. Sun, sir. Sun itself.
Think again.
Okay. If not, it should be Moon.
Think again. Go back and check. In Sun Mahadasa,
Sun Mahadasha.
is there a Sun Bhukti, Moon Bhukti possible after birth? Birth is on
56, sorry. Yeah, it's 56.
1956
It should be
February.
Saturn, sir. It should be Saturn.
Sir, think again, sir.
Okay, sir. Just a second.
Where is Saturn, sir? Saturn is level 1, level 3, level 4. We are
Yes, sir.
interested in this.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take level 3, level 2, level 1, level 2, not level 3, level 4. Okay.
Yeah.
So out of this, we find Sun
Sun
is there, but Sun Bhukti cannot come. So the next combination
should
is
be Jupiter or Venus. Yeah.
no Venus. Venus is not coming in both houses. The level
Yes,
3
sir.
significator. Jupiter is a more powerful significator of 2 and 7 than Venus,
Yes, sir.
because Venus is a level 1 significator of 7th house, but a level
Mhm.
3 significator of 2nd house. But Jupiter is a level 4, level 1 significator of 2nd house, and a level 2 significator of the 7th house. So Jupiter becomes the strongest significator, most viable to give death. So that will start on the 9th of May to 1956. So during this time, this child will die. So the child was destined to live only for 3 months, 3 to 1 year and 3 months. That's about it. Okay, 3 months to 1 year maximum. 25th of February 1957, the Jupiter Bhukti is ending. Clear, sir?
Yes, sir.
Lovely. Fantastic. Thank you very much
Thank you,
for
sir.
helping solve this problem. Is this clear? Any doubts, any questions? Any other questions, everyone? Any other confusions, any other questions, anybody? We will continue to have practice sessions like this once in a while. So this is not going to be end of this session as such. We will certainly share the recording very, very soon for you to see. Sachin, don't worry about it. Santosh, please unmute.
Sir, if there is no planet in the star of that planet, for example, we have to see the Badaka 11th house, and there is no star in that planet. For example, 11th house Lord is Sun, and there is no planet in the sun. So
In the
how
star
should
of
we
sun.
consider in the
So
star of
sun,
Sun?
so
Sun itself.
sun will be the strongest significant.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
All the best. Thank you very much for everyone joining us today. We will continue this session going forward. Tomorrow we have a free prediction class. I have already shared, I think, the link for tomorrow's class. Feel free to join. That is not a class as such. I'm not going to teach you tomorrow, but I'm actually going to predict. So you can sit and watch how I predict, and you can learn a lot. And you can also ask me a question. If you have any genuine question to ask and that you want answers for, then tomorrow is the time. Remember, it is completely free. You can invite your friends, you can relatives. Feel free to share the Zoom link to whoever you are interested in. You can invite up to 100 people in the class can easily join, and feel free to come and join and ask me question. I'm happy to predict for you. So good luck. Be blessed by the divine. Till I see you next time, may the Almighty Force and our Guru always be there with you. Be blessed. Sukhino Bhavantu. வாழ்க வளமுடன்.